Hello, hello. I just want to thank you guys for being here today with me. I'm just cleansing up real quick. I feel like there is a heavy need for cleansing in the collective right now. I also feel incredibly chilled out, especially with this Mars retrograde happening right now. I feel like you guys could be in a state where you're just like kind of slowing down, even though the energy might feel kind of crazy right now. You're being guided to slow down and just kind of take a rest, maybe evaluate some stuff, maybe dive in a little more to self-care and luxury type energy. You know, it doesn't have to be like buying yourself a designer bag. It could be, but just kind of like appreciating the simple things in life and getting back to like a grounded state. I'm getting I already pulled a few cards. We're gonna expand on them, and then I did get a bunch of downloads before I opened this reading, like actually opened it. So we're gonna go through those first. The most important ones are going to be affirmations. You guys don't have to say them. I encourage you to say them, but it's totally up to you. I pray that just by listening to me say these affirmations for you, you are able to take them on as your own and really stand in your energy and in your power because of them. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first affirmation is: any attack or projection thrown my way only makes me stronger. Any attack or projection thrown my way only makes me stronger. I am grounded, and my foresight allows me to be 10 steps ahead. I am grounded, and my foresight allows me to be 10 steps ahead. I trust my own guidance to lead me to my highest timeline. I trust my own guidance to lead me to my highest timeline. My inner child is protected and safe. My inner child is protected and safe. I build my own reality. I build my own reality. Okay, that's what I have for the affirmations. I got a few other downloads. Excuse me. I got a few other downloads while I was writing these out. So we're going to go ahead and explore those together. There's something about not making any rash decisions until this retrograde is over. There's usually about like a 3-day period afterwards too, where the energy is kind of dissipating. So just be mindful of that. Do not make any rash decisions until this retrograde is over. I believe, let me see. I believe the retrograde is over on the 15th. So I would suggest waiting at least until the 18th to make some type of big decision. Even longer is better. Now you don't want to wait too long, right? But there's a sense of needing to get more information or take some time to really evaluate the situation before just kind of rushing in and making this huge life-changing decision, I guess, okay? Also, I got something about a key, and I was not surprised. I did all of this before I pulled some cards, right? I was not surprised that this card popped out, the key, right? And as I was writing it, I looked over. Oh, jeez. Holy shit. Okay. I looked over and I was looking at this selenite kind of dagger that I wire wrapped. And I had totally forgotten that when I put this leather braid on it, it had a key. So there's something about the key being your own power, right? Because to me, this symbolizes cutting cords. So it's almost like taking your power back. The key is to take your power back, realize your own power. Okay. Dragons are significant. You could have dragons trying to connect with you. You could be seeing a lot of dragon imagery. Dragons are super wise, okay? So, but they don't work with everybody. But if you have the ability to tap in to the dragons, the dragon realm, and work with them, that is a huge opportunity for you to gain some type of wisdom. That's for somebody. And then I also got the only constant in life is change. And this looks like chaos, right? There's order in the chaos. So we're going to see how that all ties together, okay? So let's go ahead and go over the cards that I pulled. So I see a situation where somebody is looking at you in this kind of state of isolation that you're in right now, where you're also in the energy of taking care of yourself. You might be connecting with nature. You might be a little more abundant than you usually are right now. You could have just had some form of abundance come into your life recently. Some new opportunity. I'm getting maybe a business opportunity or a new job. It could be a new house. Something like that. And this person is looking over at you right now. And they're wanting to collaborate with you to some degree. It's almost like they're looking over and they're like, how can I get in on this energy, right? I do see somebody else, a separate individual, kind of coming in between you two. And it's giving manipulation, right? So there's somebody in between you two that's kind of secretly pulling the strings. All of this, again, you're in some form of isolation right now. If you're not completely isolated, you're isolated from this situation. It's happening in the background. Like I said, you could be picking up on it energetically, especially right now. Because I'm getting that these two people, at least with each other, have a bit of anger issues, okay? Let's pause for 1 second, okay? Okay, I apologize. Little bit of a coincidence that Lucy started getting kind of aggressive. Almost like territorial, right? There's some type of anger issues or territorialness, is that even a word? That's going on here. And a lot of it has to do with manipulation. And I see this person who's looking at you and wanting to collaborate to some degree, scared of this other person. And then we have you on the sidelines, being protected, by the Hermit. Okay, we have the Empress and the Hermit in between all of this. Circling back to the key, like I said, the key is your own power. So I'm getting that could be a message for the person who is being manipulated, okay? They don't realize that they have the power. Their power dominates whoever this person is trying to get in the way of this collaboration. And I don't think that they have realized that yet. So that's the key. That's the key. Okay, Lacey, I love you. And then with the key, we have seduction. And then see how these people down here are in chains? It's almost like this card always reminds me of the devil. So that just reaffirms to me, it's like this feminine energy. Again, doesn't have to be male or female. It's just an energy, right? This feminine energy is using their seduction. It's the Queen of Wands. They're using their seduction to some extent in order to block the King of Wands from realizing that he has this key and he's had it all along. Okay, sorry. A lot of distractions going on. Like I said, did I say it? I don't know. But there's a lot of resistance in this message. Like, for some reason, somebody does not want me to get it out. And I think it has to do with the whole manipulation, seduction. This person could be doing some form of spell work to some degree. It is the Queen of Wands. Her wand can be looked at as like, you know, like a wand from like a wizard or a witch, okay? So this person could be doing some sort of spell work on this King of Wands. All right, let's get into it a little bit more. I don't want to talk too much and try and predict before I'm even given the confirmation, okay? So I want to get a little bit more on this Queen of Wands. I'm also getting that the key can also be a message for you. So like, maybe you've been feeling this energy and you've been feeling really passive towards it, which is good. You don't want to feed. If somebody is doing spell work on you, you don't want to feed into that energy because that only reaffirms it, right? But to some degree, you also have to protect yourself. This guy right here. Protect yourself. Okay, clarification on the Queen of Wands. I got the Six of Swords, the Moon, Strength, and then I got the 10 of Wands. This person could be a Leo. Like I said, there's stuff happening in the shadows. It's being hidden from you, okay? It's very, I think the moon, yeah. Oh, okay. The moon also represents Pisces. So this person could be a Leo. We could be dealing with a Leo and a Pisces. There's some type of feeling of burden going on right now, and some type of fear of somebody moving away, especially when we look at this King of Wands, looking at your energy and kind of wanting to collaborate and get in on that. This could be coming from a place of fear, you know, like a place of lack, like some type of I'm getting it could be like some type of abandonment wound as well. And it feels like a huge burden for this Queen of Wands to be going through this whole situation. Except I'm hearing that this is karma. Okay, I want to get a little bit more information on this. What is the moon? Yeah. Need I say more? This is this is competition for her Ace of Cups, aka the King of Wands. So she feels like because the King of Wands is looking at you so fondly, and I'm getting that they could be separated right now because the way that the cards came out, they're not even on the same level. This King of Wands could have elevated above this Queen of Wands, and I'm getting like almost like raised his vibration above where the Queen of Wands is, or raised his perspective to some degree. So they're not on the same frequency anymore. They could be physically separated, don't have to be, but anyways, because he is looking at you so fondly, she is looking towards him and thinking, this is a threat, so I have to combat this in some way, which could be why this whole projection attack energy is coming from. But the thing that she doesn't realize is it makes you stronger every single time. Can I get some more on the Empress? What is the Empress? The Emperor. What is the Emperor and the Empress? This King of Wands could be looking at you and thinking, like, damn, she's inspiring. I want to get to her level. And that's, again, that's kind of where that whole, like, raising the frequency thing comes back, right? So we got the Queen of Wands at the bottom, the King of Wands is above her, and he's trying to get to the Emperor frequency. Alright, let's see, one more for these two, please. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. He wants to get to her level. If you resonate with this situation, this Queen of Wands is at such a low frequency right now. She's harboring a lot of resentment, and she's coming from a place where she's using lower frequency emotions to try and manifest, and that is always going to backfire to some capacity, right? Because when you do something maliciously, when you have malicious intent towards somebody who's not doing anything to you, because I see you're looking the opposite way from this Queen of Wands. You're in isolation. You're not doing anything to this person. So when somebody tries to attack you, it's going to backfire, especially because you're the Empress, she's the Queen of Wands. You're at a different frequency. You're magnetic. I'm seeing something in my mind right now where like somebody's trying to project this energy out towards you. Whoa, The candle just got really bright for a second. Somebody is trying to project this energy out towards you. And as soon as it gets like, it's about to get to you, transformed, transmuted to your highest good. It's like this person can't even touch you. And you're still feeling that something is off, that something is like trying to come for you, that it's almost giving like an evil eye type energy, right? There's somebody trying to send something towards you that is toxic, except you are so protected and you are so elevated at this point that it's like as the energy is moving through the timelines, through the frequencies, it loses all that momentum because you are so far away from this Queen of Wands. So it can't even reach you. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to get some of these. Tap into your power. Protect yourself. Even if this person's attacks and projections are dissipating and not even reaching you, there's a lesson to be learned here about you protecting yourself. Okay? I'm not saying go and do all these crazy rituals to try and attack this person. I think you know better than that. Because the last thing you want to do is fuck around with stuff that you don't know everything about, right? Because you don't want to potentially bring negative karma your way. But there's something that you can do. There are things that you can do in order to protect your own energy. And by doing it, even if you don't really need to, right? By doing it, it reaffirms that you are in that frequency of having boundaries, putting your feet down, like, I'm not gonna let this happen, you know? Like, I'm going to stand up for myself. Maybe this is a pattern that you have had in the past. You're very empathetic. It's hard for you to stand up for yourself, you know? This could be the test that you are going through right now. And again, don't do anything stupid. But also, don't just willy-nilly let somebody attack you without doing anything about it. Even if it's just tapping into your own spirituality and transmuting it, and you know, you could even pray for this person. Like, I don't even know if they're fully conscious of what they're doing or what the whole deal is. Obviously, I got to stop the reading, so I'm not going to pull any more cards. I take this card very seriously. Oh, there is a card under it, though. Embarrassed. This person's feeling embarrassed because their shit's not working. But you also have a lesson to be learned here, too. And it's with that key. And it's your power. You know, tap into your own power and protect yourself. And just kind of take it easy, right? Take it easy. Don't make any rash decisions until this retrograde is over and we're out of the dissipation period. All right. I hope that clicks with you. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for being here. Yeah, until next time. Bye-bye.